Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind Your Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind Your Basketball. And welcome back in, everyone. Glad to have you guys back on the stream here. Happy Monday. What a way to start the week. The Boston Celtics back in their home floor for the first time in the 2026 new year. The Celtics wrapped up their 5-game road trip, and they did it in big-time authority. 146 points. Jaylen Brown tied a career-high 50 points in the victory on Saturday over the Clippers, which the Clippers were red-hot coming into that game with 6 straight wins in a row. The Celtics able to snap that 6-game winning streak by the Clippers. And tonight, the Boston Celtics back in their home floor for the first time in 2 weeks. They'll be hosting the Chicago Bulls tonight. If you're new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe for this one here tonight. First game since December 22nd for the Celtics at home. Since they played the Indiana Pacers, this could be a huge night for the Celtics. Who would have ever imagined Boston, with the slow start that they had to this season, began the season at 0-3, then 3-5 and 5-7, would find its way surging up the Eastern Conference standings to a 22-12 record, and now a half game behind the New York Knicks. The Knicks currently playing the Pistons at the moment, as I will keep you guys updated throughout this stream on that score as well. I also incorporated on the timeout slide the Knicks-Pistons score graphic once we get into the timeout slides in this game. But if the Celtics win tonight, the Knicks lose on the road at the Pistons, then the Celtics would overjump the Pistons from third place to second place in the Eastern Conference standings. Just an absolutely incredible previous 2 months that the Celtics have had here recently. 22-12 coming into this game. 10-5 in their home floor, half game behind the Knicks, 3.5 games behind Detroit, currently sitting in third place in the Eastern Conference standings, and the Celtics surging at the right time, 7-3 in their previous 10 games. They're on a 3-game winning streak. They just dropped down 146 points against the Clippers in the 146-115 win in a late game on Saturday night. Celtics are 7-1 in their previous 8 games. They are 17-5 in their last 22 games. Chicago dealing with a lot of injuries coming into this one. Their top playmaker and tied for the team's leading scorer, Josh Giddey, he is out tonight. in this game. Also, Zach Collins, Jalen Smith, Trenton Flowers all listed out tonight for the Bulls. They are one game below 500, 17-18 overall, 7-9 on the road, currently sitting in 9th place in the Eastern Conference standings, 2 games behind the Cavs for 8th place. But Chicago's been playing really well recently. The Celtics, the Bulls, the Suns, and the Spurs all tied for the best record in the previous 10 games in the NBA, all sitting with a 7-3 record overall. If you take it back even further, the Celtics at 15-5 overall in their previous 20 games. They are tied for the top team in the entire NBA in the last 20 games, alongside the top team in the entire NBA, OKC, which has a 15-5 record as well in their previous 15 games. But yeah, this Celtics team has just been incredible. Jaylen Brown proving every single bit that he is the number one option, even without Jason Tatum yet to return yet. But this Celtics team, the depth has really been the helpful, been able to help them out throughout the course of this season and lead to the season surge that they've had for the previous 1.5 into 2 months. It's guys like Derek White, which you got a second half closure, fourth quarter clutch player with Derek White. He had 29 to complement Jaylen Brown's 50 in the win over Clippers. The Clippers, Peyton Pritchard didn't do much scoring in the last game. He did have a couple buckets late in the fourth quarter, but it's guys who's really stepped up, like Luka Garza. He's received an uptick of minutes recently, playing a big role on the team. And also guys like Jordan Walsh. He had his moments a couple weeks back too. It's just everybody's playing a role on this squad, which has been helpful. And Anthony Simons, he's starting to rise up from the bench as well. And yeah, everybody's just been able to be just a key contributor to the Celtics team. And yeah, we should really just be able to celebrate the wins that the Celtics squad has had, because it's just been amazing this year. I don't think too many people predicted that Boston would be number 3 in the East. If they win tonight, the Knicks lose, they move up to the number 2 spot. And it seems like they haven't left anything yet. Jason Tatum went down. Celtics get out to a slow start. No problem though. Boston right back at the top of the standings where they belonged for quite a bit of time recently for Boston. Let's go to Mike Chalk of the stream. Thanks for joining in, bud. Gustavo, Hawamoto, welcome in. Logan, thanks for joining in with a notification. Appreciate it, bud, for being a part here of the channel. If you guys are doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Celtics looking for their 4th straight win in a row. Historically, they've been great against Chicago in the previous 2 years for them. They've recorded 6 out of their 7 games they've won against the Bulls. They're 6-1 in their previous 7. The Celtics have won 2 straight games against the Bulls, and the last 6 times that they have won against Chicago, they have scored big-time points, exploding for 122 points or greater in the previous 6 games. Boston coming in a hefty favorite on the line tonight. No Josh Giddey tonight in this game, as he is out. He is the top playmaker and tied for the team's top scorer this season for Josh Giddey. He is out alongside Zach Collins, Jalen Smith, Trenton Flowers, as all those guys are listed out tonight. So, yeah, Celtics hefty favorite on their home floor, and they are right now surging and have all the momentum in their favor. Just an incredible game on Saturday night. Jaylen Brown, absolutely sensational, putting up a 50-point masterpiece, tied a career high for JB. That was on 18 for 26 shooting, 6 for 10 from three-point range, getting to his spots, elite level shots, hunting down matchups, one-on-one. He's been one of the top players in the entire league this season from the mid-range, from 10 to 14 feet out this year. In the last game, he showed it, knocking down shot after shot after shot. 146 points as a team. That tied the season high, what they had against Washington earlier this season. And it also ranks tied for 21st for the most points in a single game in franchise history for Boston. And how about this stat here? An offensive rating of 158.7, which is the best offensive rating ever in Boston Celtics history in their victory over the Clippers. That ranks the 3rd best offensive rating in the entire NBA and NBA history in games played. Just simply sensational. The Celtics came out firing, knocking down shot after shot after shot. They couldn't miss on Saturday night in a game that was a late game out of their time slot, playing at 10:30 at night. The game got done around 1 a.m. East Coast team on the West Coast. It didn't matter to wrap up their West Coast road trip with a bang for Boston. Here's some more key stats for the Celtics. They are leading the Eastern Conference with a plus 7.2 point differential this season for Boston, and they are tied for first in the NBA with OKC with that 15-5 record in their last 20 games. The Celtics lead the league in fewest turnovers per game. They're number 2 in offensive rating coming into this contest, and they're number 2 in total defense and fewest points allowed, also ranking second in the association in 2-point defense and 3-point makes this year, averaging above 15 made threes per game. Just everything clicking for the Celtics. Without Jason Tatum, doesn't matter right now. It seems like they just never left off and picked up where they left off consistently at the top of the Eastern Conference for them. It took them a little bit of time. The first month was rough. They started off 0-3, 3-5, 5-7, but look where they are now. 22-12 for Boston, 17-5 in their previous 22 coming into this one. Georgia, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Glad to have you all on the stream tonight here for this one, as we'll be tipping off at around 10 minutes from now. Going to get to my top 5 picks of tonight. This is what I like for tonight's matchup. Celtics coming off 146 points against the Clippers, which had the top-ranked defense in the previous 5 games going into that game, allowing opponents to average around 98 points per game. And in that 6-game stretch, the Clippers beat some pretty good teams, decent opponents. They had wins over the Rockets, the Lakers, and also the Pistons in that group of teams that they had won against. Celtics tonight, I like them over 123.5 points tonight in this game. Chicago's defense is at the bottom pack of the league, 26th in points allowed, allowing opponents to average around 122 points per game. They've been the worst team on the road in total defense this season, and giving up an average of 126 points per game to opponents on the road. Celtics tonight, I got a feeling they're going to keep their momentum going with their high-flying profile offense tonight, exploding once again, picking off where they left off in the previous game. I like Boston to hit over 123.5. Derek White over 18.5 points. I've got him for tonight. He's been better in home games than on the road this season. He's averaging 21 points per game in his previous 10 games at home, and he's been able to score multiple ways for D. White, not only with his 3-point shot, but also getting downhill, getting into a mid-range runner game, and then getting to the free throw line, which he has been incredibly efficient at the free throw line for Derek White, and absolutely clutch in the second half after having slow starts in the first half. I like Derek White to hit over 18.5 points tonight. Derek White over 3.5 made threes for him. He's been excellent in games at the TD Garden from 3-point range, shooting 41% from the perimeter this season in home games from 3. That's compared to 31% at the road. I think Derek White tonight, he's going to have a big game from the perimeter. There was a game against the Heat back in the month of December. The Celtics are at home, and he went nuclear in that game, drilled 9 threes in that matchup. I'm looking for Derek White to come up big time tonight from the perimeter. He has made at least 4 threes in his previous 5 out of 6 games. Luka Garza played a big role in the rotation recently, receiving an uptick in minutes. I like him over 8.5 points in tonight's game. In his last 7 games, he's received more playing time. He's averaging just under 11 points per game in his previous 7 games, and that's on an insane 67% shooting for Luka Garza. I like Luka Garza tonight to hit the over 8.5 points tonight. And then Jaylen Brown over 6.5 rebounds. Bulls rank second in the NBA in pace of play. Should lead to a lot more rebound opportunities for JB. Honestly, I would not be shocked if he hits his over. I believe it's around 30.5 for Jaylen Brown coming into tonight. He's before that 50-point game, he had back-to-back games where he had 29 or below for Jaylen Brown, but then dropped down 50 against the Clippers. Honestly, wouldn't shock me if Jaylen Brown has a huge game tonight as well and goes over 30.5 points. So that's what I like tonight here. Celtics to explode over 123.5 as a total team point total. Derek White over 18.5 points. Derek White over 3.5 made threes. Luka Garza over 8.5 points. And Jaylen Brown over 6.5 rebounds. Going to be tipping off in around 5 to 8 minutes from now. Thanks all for joining in for this one. Ward, welcome back in. Bishop, Prey, glad to have you in the stream. Cynthia, welcome back in for this one tonight here. And yeah, Celtics, once again, opportunity to take care of business. We'll see if they do have that in store for them tonight. Just so special this season. Joe Mazzulla has done a great job coaching this team, and every single player has played a key role this year. Big play after big play. And that Knicks-Pistons game, that is an important game tonight. The Knicks are struggling on the road this season. 7-8 on the road. They are on the road at Detroit tonight. Detroit leads in the first quarter in the final minute, 30-25. So we'll keep you guys posted on that score tonight. If the Celtics win this game tonight and the Knicks lose at the Pistons, the Celtics would jump the Pistons to the number 2 spot in the Eastern Conference. Just absolutely incredible. The Celtics around mid-November, November 15th, they were sitting in 11th place in the Eastern Conference and then climbed all the way up the Eastern Conference ladder, sitting a half game behind the Knicks, 3.5 games behind Detroit, who's first in the East. James, thanks for joining in. Glad to have you in the stream. As we are going to be tipping off here momentarily for this one, a couple more minutes away. If you guys enjoy the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Just been phenomenal what the Celtics have done. Joe Mazzulla leading his team to a 4-1 record on their road trip. 4 out of the 5 games in their previous road trip they were playing out in the Western Conference, in the Pacific or either Mountain Time Zone. Winners of 3 straight games in a row over Utah, Sacramento, and the most impressive one, a Clippers team that had ripped off 6 straight wins going into that game on Saturday, with all 6 wins by double digits, beating solid teams in the previous 2 weeks along that stretch. They had a 13-point win against the Pistons, a 20-point win against the Rockets, and another double-digit win against the Lakers. And the Celtics went into LA on Saturday. Late tip-off time, the latest one all season long for Boston, and they destroyed the Clippers with just a historical offensive performance. An offensive rating of 158.7, top offensive rating ever in the history of their franchise, 3rd best offensive rating ever in a single game in NBA history. Just that's insane. Like, the Celtics came out nailing shot after shot after shot. And it was close throughout most of it until the end of the 3rd quarter where the Celtics started to pull away. Props to the Clippers because they were making shots to hang in. That last game, it was just the shots were falling for both of the teams, left and right. And Jaylen Brown just went absolutely nuclear and dropped down 50. I mean, it's incredible what he's done this year. Man, the whole league should be on notice. The Boston Celtics have never left their spot in the league. And I was talking to somebody today about this. The Celtics are right now in 3rd in the East. I mean, they're going to move up to 2nd if the Knicks lose tonight. The Celtics win this one. They'll be the number 2 seed. And if, once again, the Knicks Celtics play each other in the conference semis, I'm not scared about that matchup. Unless the Knicks are able to figure it out and can win road games, but honestly, not scared about that matchup. Probably by that time in like late May, Jason Tatum is going to be back potentially, and the Knicks, they haven't been able to figure out how to win road games. They're under 500 on the road, and Celtics gonna look to see if they can get redemption compared to last year. What happened? So still a long way left to go in the season, but every single way through it, Jaylen Brown has proved that he is just big time, that he can be the number 1 guy, and he has been just massive this year for Jaylen Brown. I'm going to take a look and see his odds on, let's see what the NBA MVP odds right now are for him. No doubt he should be top 5. He was like top 10 like a month ago. Yeah, he has moved up to 3rd, tied for 3rd right now. SGA, and then Luka Doncic, and then Jaylen Brown tied for Cade Cunningham as the top player in the Eastern Conference right now in the MVP odds, right behind SGA and Luka Doncic. So Jaylen Brown, off his 50-point night on Saturday, he has surged up to now number 3 and a tie for 3rd in the MVP odds. What's good, the Niger player? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, no problem. You came late for this one because we've yet to tip off so far. We will be tipping off in any minute from now. Celtics back at the TD Garden, first game in 2 weeks that they have played on their home court. First one in the new year for Boston. If you enjoy the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. And here we go. Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Sam Hauser, Neemias Queta. The starting five tonight for the Celtics going up against Chicago's starting five of Trey Jones, Kevin Huerter, Isaac Okoro, Matas Buzelis, and Nikola Vucevic. No Josh Giddey tonight as he is out, alongside Jalen Smith, Zach Collins, Trenton Flowers. They have 4 players listed out tonight for Chicago. Derek White coming off a 29-point game in a win over the Clippers on Saturday. His matchup going against Matas Buzelis in his second season for Chicago. Celtics going in there, 2025-2026 alternate City Edition jerseys they got for this season. The white jerseys with the gold numbers, gold letters for this matchup. Those are the 1-year special uniforms that they have for the City Edition tonight for the Celtics. Back at the TD Garden on their home court. Chicago, red uniforms, black letters, black numbers on the front of the jerseys. They got white numbers, or white letters on the back of the uniform. As we are underway, Queta and Vucevic go up for the opening tip, and the Celtics control the opening tip. Boston going left to right on the floor. Referees have to stop time off that opening tip. I believe the game clock didn't sync up properly and did not start. So, yeah, 11:58 is what we have right now. So we just tipped off the game, and this is going to be a Celtics inbound. So referees had to stop time, get the clock rolling, and now we are underway. Celtics opening possession going left to right on the floor. Peyton Pritchard at the edge of the midcourt logo, dribbles up to the right elbow. Pritchard, cross-court pass finds White, sends it on top. Jaylen Brown up fake, dribbles out free throw circle, leans in for the jumper, missed off the rim, short to rebound, secure by Vucevic. Opening possession for Chicago, going right to left on the floor for the Bulls. At the wing of the perimeter for Chicago. Bounce pass out to Buzelis. Slides it on top. Push pass Huerter out to the corner into the hands to Vucevic. Outside Huerter. Bounce pass drops it down for Vucevic. Swings it outside to Okoro. Tees up a 3. No good. Left it over to Cylinder. Too long. A rebound secured by Brown. Possession number 2 in the night here for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown at the top of the key, sends it off to Queta at the left wing. Queta, handoff, Pritchard, comes around, turns the corner, dribbles up, spin cycle inside the key, floats up the rudder, no good, bounced out, Queta, tipped around, the battle for the rebound, Queta able to win the battle, tips it in, it's through for 2 for the first basket going to the Celtics by Neemias Queta. Second possession now of the night for Chicago. In the first minute and 10 of action. And the Bulls bounce pass down low, deflected out of bounds off the Celtics. It will stay Chicago possession. We're just getting started tonight. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yeah, they combined for 79 in the previous game between JB and Derek White. Inbound here for Chicago. Top of the key, Buzelis, lob down low off the top of the fingertips. Too strong, sailed out of bounds. It's a turnover charge to the Bulls. That was Kevin Huerter looking for Buzelis down low. And that's what cannot happen if you're Chicago. Celtics are the best team in the league in fewest turnovers per game. Pritchard outside finds Brown. Brown up fake in the corner. Dribbles up inside the key. Leans forward with a floater. Swoosh. JB and knocks it down. 4-zip Celtics. Bulls with possession. Top of the key. Vucevic towards his left. Handoff to Okoro. Okoro bounce pass finds Vucevic. Vucevic takes on Queta at the mid-block, outside to the wing. They'll tee up a 3 by Chicago. Rattled in. It is good by Matas Buzelis from downtown. Yeah, Jaylen Brown had 50 points on Saturday, tied a career high. Missed 3 straight away there by the Celtics. It was off the mark by Sam Hauser. Running the floor. Kevin Huerter off the up fake. Goes backdoor, scores the layup. 5-zip run now by the Bulls. Derek White at the top of the key. Slides it off to Hauser. Hauser At the low block, sends it outside around the perimeter off to Keita. Keita towards his right off the dribble, handoff Pritchard. Pritchard, step back three in the air. Rattled out, rebound secured by Vucevic. And Chicago going up the floor, burst the speed, missed the layup, no good by Tre Jones. Celtics with possession now. Jaylen Brown attacks, drives in the corner, brings along a double team with Vucevic, gets the way off to Keita, runner. Missed around the rim and out. Celtics in a little bit of a rut last couple possessions. Haven't been able to make a few of their shots. Vucevic gets the way off to Jones. Swings it off to the corner. Okoro tried to keep it in the court of play. He does. Did not step out of bounds. Corner three by Herter. Skipped around the rim and out. Battle for the rebound. Tipped up out of bounds. And it's off Chicago last. It'll be Celtics ball. Yeah, great win by the Patriots yesterday. They came out early, jumped on top. Miami made it interesting in the second quarter. Then third quarter, Patriots started to run away with it. Really good balance the Patriots got. The week prior against the Jets, Drake May 5 touchdown passes. Then yesterday, it was all on the ground. Ramondre Stevenson, Travion Henderson, big game on the ground yesterday. Derek White steps into the open three. No good off the bar. Tip in. It is good for the deuce by Keita. Second time we've seen Keita clean up the glass so far this matchup. Tre Jones on top off the Vucevic. Lob down low. Buzelis off the turnaround over a mismatch working on Hauser. Scores the deuce. Back and forth we go. What's good, behind your arc fan? Welcome back in, brother. Jaylen Brown at the top of the key. Slides it off towards his right into the hands to Pritchard. Pritchard, crossover, dribbles up, mid-block. Pritchard working on one defender off the spin cycle. Follow away, high arcer, missed off the mark. Working on Tre Jones there as it goes back to Chicago. On top, Vucevic will take the three over Keita late to close out. Missed off the mark. Offensive rebound back to Tre Jones. Herter, outside. Jones with a three. Again, missed off the rim short. Jaylen Brown there to collect the defensive rebound. Both of these teams slow to start things off right now. Celtics looking to get back in order with their offense. Jaylen Brown, edge of the midcourt logo, 10 in the timer, takes on Tre Jones one-on-one, dribbles out free throw circle, floats up the runner, looking for the foul call, couldn't get it. Off the back rim as it goes right back to Chicago as they take it a distance and scored a layup coast to coast. Matas Zubelis, 3-point lead now for Chicago. Yeah, Celtics starting to force up shots here so far. It's exactly the opposite from how they played against the Clippers on Saturday. White getting into the floater game, connects on the two. Now that's good patience right there by Derek White in that previous possession. Yeah, Patriots playing 8 o'clock on Sunday. So they get the final game on Sunday. Drake May in primetime. Buzelis. At the wing of the perimeter, dribbles towards his right, slides it off the Vucevic, rolls down off the dribble, kick out corner, Jones, his pass cross-court deflected, intercepted, Derek White, active hands there defensively, Hauser, up the floor, takes the three, rattles in the triple, bang, bang by Sam Hauser, Celtics take the lead, 11-9 Boston, Vucevic on top, into the hands to Matas Buzelis, Buzelis slides it off to Okoro. Okoro off the dribble drive, attacks, working on Pritchard, blocked by Keita. Celtics have it right back. Pritchard spacing up the floor, finds White, tees up the three, no good, and he got fouled. It's going to be 3 shots here coming up at the free throw line. Tre Jones picks up the shooting foul. Celtics playing with pace in that previous possession, the block by Keita leading to the Derek White attempted three. And then followed on the shot. He'll have free throws coming up after the timeout. 11-9 to the opening timeout as the Celtics lead by 2. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. All right, so we go in our first timeout of the night right now. Both of these offenses cold to begin this game. A lot of forced up shots by the Celtics instead of moving the ball around for Boston. They've been forcing up shots. And this defense for Chicago, they've been struggling. 22nd in offensive rating, 22nd in defensive rating this season. Chicago 4 for 9 so far, getting inside the paint. 3 out of their 4 baskets have been inside the paint, and then Celtics just 5 for 15 to begin this game. Boston with 4 offensive rebounds, but struggling to get into the mid-range game so far for them. A lot of mid-range shots. They're just 1 for 4 from the perimeter. It's been a lot of contested shots that they've taken, so haven't been able to settle in right now. And also I get that score graphic, as that's as big as a game as this one is, especially for the Celtics tonight. I just updated it, so it's 45-42 Detroit. Added that to the timeout slide today. Why that's important, why we have the score graphic up for Detroit Knicks, because those two teams are in front of the Celtics. If the Celtics win tonight and the Knicks lose, the Celtics would surpass the Knicks and be the number 2 team in the Eastern Conference standings. Right now, the Celtics have a record of 22-12. Knicks are 23-12, a half game above the Celtics. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. So let's see here. Vegas, welcome in here, brother. Let's see, Trae Young. Looking for trade rumors. Yeah, he's been in trade rumors for a really long time. Wow. So, yeah, there's articles out there that... Oh, wow. ESPN putting out 2 hours ago. Trae Young and the Hawks working together in a trade. Yeah, so that's Jalen Johnson's team for the future, it looks like, for Atlanta. Yeah, it doesn't shock me. That has been in the news for quite a bit of time the last few years with the Trae Young rumors. 3 free throws here by Derek White as we come back from the timeout. First one's good. Joe, welcome in, man. Second shot by White, right down the middle, coming off 29 points in the win over the Clippers on Saturday. Marcus, welcome back in here, brother. Yeah, things going pretty well. Third free throw by Derek White. Rattles it in. Automatic to begin this game at the free throw line. 5-point lead right now for the Celtics. Right to left on the floor for Chicago. First time on the court tonight for Anthony Simons. He's in the court alongside Luka Garza. First time on the floor tonight. And also Hugo Gonzalez as he gets swatted out of bounds. Deflected off Garza. It will stay Chicago possession. So Jaylen Brown on the bench. First time tonight for JB. Coming off a massive 50-point game and tying a career high against the Clippers. Garza, Gonzalez, Simons, White, and Hauser. That's the 5 of the court currently. Inbound off to the corner. Ayu Dosunmu, former Illinois Fighting Illini. He's on the floor right now at the low block for number 44, Patrick Williams, as he puts up the shot and connects on it. 5 for 11 shooting now for Chicago. Celtics 5 for 15. Boston with 4 offensive rebounds, struggling on contested shots so far this game. They were nailing contested shots all night long on Saturday. Missed 3 from the top of the key by White. Rebound secured by Williams. Up the floor to Kobe White. Outside, Patrick Williams. Defended by Hugo Gonzalez, having an outstanding rookie season. Patrick Williams slides in on top. Driving to attack the paint. Buzella is stripped out of bounds. He lost it. He collides with Gonzalez. And it's a turnover charge to Chicago. Great defense there by Hugo Gonzalez, disrupting the play. And Anthony Simons as well. A credit out to Sam Hauser. Sam Hauser was actually the one who got the hands on that ball and then met the backline defense with Hugo Gonzalez at the last moment. That was just excellent teamwork defensively between Simons, the main player who defended him, and then eventually Hauser, and then Hugo. Hugo on a 3, splashes it from the perimeter. 6-point lead right now for the Celtics. Excellent ball movement there. Derek White with an assist. Buzelis comes around the screen, shovels off to number 47, Lackland Ulbrich on a 2-way contract, a rookie at a UC Riverside. Missed 3 straight away there. The top of the key by Chicago. 6-point lead for the Celtics. Hauser launches from deep. Oh, he nails it. Sam Hauser, trifecta from the perimeter. Celtics up by 9, averaging just under 16 made threes per game this season, number 2 in the NBA. A strip out of bounds as a pinwheels out is off the Celtics. The Celtics defense really tightening up right now, and Chicago does not know what to do as they are just all out of sorts. Only way that you can beat the Celtics team, you cannot beat yourselves. That's a big part of it. 20-11. Chicago. Couple turnovers recently. Celtics playing clean basketball, 0 turnovers. As the Bulls have 4 turnovers right now as we head to another timeout. This stream is sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a digital platform that allows access to premium subscriptions at a reduced cost. Use my promo code EJPMU for discounts to premium subscriptions on the GamesGo site. Scan the QR code to head over to GamesGo, or click the link posted in the description of this video. GamesGo offers share premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost for websites such as ChatGPT+, NordVPN, Canva Pro, Filmora, Midjourney, Duolingo, Crunchyroll, Grok, and many other AI services. So check out GamesGo, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 7 years. All right, back into the timeout. Celtics by 9, 22-11. Yeah, Simon's been great recently off the bench for him. He's had his moments this year. He had a couple big games back in November, too. He had like a massive game against Orlando and starting to put together some solid performances once again off the bench for him. Arku, welcome back in. Yeah, Celtics look like a contender. There was a poll that was put out by NBC Sports Boston before the start of this game in the pregame show, and it said, what is the ceiling for the Celtics? And around 65% put win banner 19 for the Celtics. So I know it's more like regional network in New England. That's where I get my games from because I'm from Massachusetts, but also, it's like tilted bias because it's not from like the entire fan perspective. It's more from like Celtics perspective. So it's not like the entire country is able to watch NBC Sports Boston, just the New England region. But around 65% of the people who voted put the ceiling for the Boston Celtics this year is win banner 19. And look at what the Boston Celtics are doing right now. No Jason Tatum. Seems like the Celtics just never left where they were last year and the year before when they won the championship in 2024. The Celtics back up at the top of the Eastern Conference, this time without Tatum. And when Tatum comes back, it's just going to make the Celtics even more dangerous. It should be interesting to see what happens when Tatum comes back. As Jaylen Brown should still be the number 1 option, in my opinion, because it's his team this year. He's been able to go off, just ease Tatum back into the rotation and ramp him up. And then when playoff basketball comes, that's when Jason Tatum's going to shine. But right now, this is Jaylen Brown's time, and he has shown it every single way, every single step this season. Back to action, 9-point game with 4:10 left to go in the opening quarter. Chicago with a possession. Kobe White has to launch. Shot clock down to 0. Couldn't get it off in time. It's a shot clock violation. Ron, welcome back in, man. Glad to have you back in. Just incredible. Jaylen Brown with that 50-point game Saturday. Celtics with the basketball. Derek White on the floor. Garza, Simons, Hauser, and Gonzalez. Hand off to Hauser. Dribbles towards his right. Takes the 3. Rattled out. No good. Offensive rebound. Put back. It is through for 2 by Luka Garza. Gonna box out if you're the Bulls. Luka Garza. Right place, right time right there for an easy putback. Bulls have it at the elbow. Bobbled it. And a reach and foul picked up on the floor. It's gonna be charged to Garza. Check that. That's going to be on Gonzalez. Yeah, they had a floor cam. It was Gonzalez next to Garza. So that's the first personal foul of the game by the Celtics as a team. Comes to Hugo Gonzalez. DeSumo sends it on top. Chicago buries a 3 from the perimeter. That is Julian Phillips, 3rd season out of Tennessee. Simons. Off to the wing, into the hands to White, back over to Simons. Lob looking for White backdoor. Broke it up, though, intercepted. First turnover of the game charged to Boston. They lead the NBA in fewest turnovers per game this season, around 12. Patrick Williams drives in Jordan Walsh. First time on the floor for him tonight. Quarter 3 by number 47, Lachlan Ulbrich. Missed off the mark, no good. Walsh secures the defensive rebound. Down low, Garza. He's double-teamed. Gets it outside to the perimeter. Simons, a rise and fire on a 3 off the back rim. No good. The rebound gets secured by Ulbrich here for Chicago. Yeah, Jalen's on the bench right now, so he hasn't played much so far. Jaylen Brown, first 6 minutes he played, but right now he's currently on the bench. Kobe White tees up a 3, missed off the mark. Jordan Walsh there for the defensive rebound. Both teams going cold recently. Chicago just 14 with 2.5 left to go in the opening quarter. Missed 3 by Simons. Offensive rebound, Gonzalez. Simons again, no good. Rebound this time ripped away by Kobe White. Up the floor for Kobe, finds Dosunmu. Dosunmu on the 3, no good. They just cannot make their shots, and over the back. Violation as well, charged to Lackland Ulbrich. Yeah, it's been just Celtics streams because I've been busy throughout most of these weeks covering my college games and stuff, so I haven't been able to do the national TV games this year because I've been just incredibly busy. Yeah, I've been working a lot, so the reason why I'm doing just Celtic streams, no national games, no college games for me right now is because, number one, on Christmas Eve, my employer, we think that we might close where I work at. It could be 12 months until closure, possibly, at the workplace that I work at. We have no clue what's going on. Potentially, it could be under a new group or so, and if that happens, I have no clue what happens. So I might not have a job next year or so. So it's a lot of question marks for me right now. So I'm trying to put together a plan B at the back of my mind as well. Yesterday I just started taking classes. So I'm in a cohort group that's run by an ESPN broadcaster, and he teaches a cohort group. And there's around 10 of us in the cohort group. We're all we're all sports broadcasters. And what's cool is that a lot of the peers in my cohort group, they're they have broadcasting gigs, and all a lot of them are Division 1, Division 2, or minor league baseball. So it's really good to be able to network with a group of broadcasters, and all of them are really good, really nice. So it's awesome, and it's run by an ESPN broadcaster, so getting those connections is just incredible. Missed corner 3 there by Chicago from the perimeter. 10-point game right now. Both of the teams struggling from 3. 3 for 11 by the Celtics, 2 for 11 by Chicago. Jaylen Brown slides it off to Walsh. Up fake, attacks inside the paint. Walsh soars up with the right hand, and he scores up and in off the glass. Wow, that's a power move right there by Jordan Walsh to the cup. Vucevic off to Kobe White on top. Dosunmu gets it away towards the corner. Kick out to the left corner. Vucevic with a wide open 3 off the back rim, no good. Pritchard back in the game collects the defensive rebound. Celtics by 12. Chicago's had the looks. They cannot send down the shots. Pritchard, jab step, fires a 3, tees it up and delivers. Peyton Pritchard rattles in the 3 ball. Celtics by 15 and a timeout taken on the floor by Chicago. Check that. They will hang in here. Looked like we were going into a timeout. It was just a delay of game on it. So they added in 2 more seconds. So 59.2. So beg my pardon there. It looked like they were going to put up the graphic there, but it's a 15-point lead right now. Yeah, if you're Chicago, kind of late in the quarter to burn a timeout either way, but don't like what's happening if you're the Bulls right now, because you're just playing desperate, shooting 3 after 3 after 3. Another 3 missed by Kobe White. They try to get the rebound in the corner, went off of a Coro. It'll be Celtics ball. Yeah, the thing that we talked about yesterday was bringing in that mindset into it. As Peyton Pritchard, he has got that type of mindset right there as he nails the deep 2 at the elbow. Dosunmu dribbles up, circles back outside to the perimeter, into the hands to Kobe White. Cross-court pass connects with number 35, Isaac Okoro. On top, back over to Dosunmu. Drives, kick out, corner, Okoro. Down the far side, tiptoes the baseline, working on Jordan Walsh. He got clamped, defended by him one at a time, or White slips. Couldn't get it off in time as he had to pass it backwards. Looking for Phillips and ran out of time. A shot clock violation on the Bulls. 31-14. Chicago without their point guard tonight. Josh Giddey is all out of sorts in this game. Man, they are just discombobulated offensively. Just all over the place. Taking low efficient shot after low efficient shot. Going for a bunch of threes. Breaking a bunch of three-point shots. Pritchard. Final seconds remaining. He's got a push right here. It's going to be on Dosunmu, who picks up the reach and foul. So that's now the fourth as a team by Chicago. Dosunmu pushed off, bumping into Pritchard off the dribble. So reaching in was Dosunmu. And the final 4 seconds left to go. The inbound goes to Garza. Handoff Pritchard. Pritchard drives. Final seconds. Floats up the runner. Bounced off the rim. No good. And we close out at the end of the opening quarter of action. Celtics dominating right now. They have locked down Chicago defensively. The Bulls struggling to generate possessions. 4 turnovers right now for Chicago, and they are just 6 for 22 from the floor, 27%, 2 for 13 from the perimeter. More than half of their shots have been three-point shots. The shot selection for the Bulls in that opening quarter was not good. 31-14, a 17-point lead by the Celtics to open up this game as we head over to the timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the BTAB brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Celtics by 17 right now at the end of the opening quarter. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I also have the Pistons-Knicks graphic up on the board, and right now, currently, it is the Pistons who lead that game. I just have to update it once again. It's 64-54. Right now, the Pistons lead against the Knicks. If you're a Celtics fan, rooting for the Pistons is the key tonight, because Celtics are a half game behind the Knicks. Celtics are chasing the Pistons, who's at top of the Eastern Conference, but Celtics are just a half game behind the Knicks. If the Celtics win this game tonight against Chicago and then the Knicks lose against Detroit, then the Celtics would overjump the Knicks, and they would be the number 2 team in the Eastern Conference. Just incredible what Boston's done the last month and a half plus. They were in 11th place in mid-November. Now they're all the way up to 3rd with a chance to be 2nd if the Pistons win tonight and the Celtics win. Yeah, right now that game's at halftime, 64-54. Yeah, what's going on with Jaylen Brown? Jaylen Brown only played 8 minutes. He's only attempted 3 shots so far, so he sat on the bench. It seemed like more than 4 minutes that he sat on the bench, but he's played 8 out of the 12 in this game. We get back to action. Chicago with a possession, 27% in the opening quarter by the Bulls. That will up the percentage as the Bulls are able to take it to the rack. Matis Buzelis soars up, scores the layup. Yeah, so I started off a sports broadcasting cohort yesterday, led by an ESPN sportscaster. There's a lot of cool stuff that I'm learning, and one of the things he talked about was the growth mindset that goes into sports broadcasting. And every single rep you get, every single game you do, is just getting better and better and better at it every single time. Just having that mindset to be the best that you can be possible and keep on contributing that way every single day. Kind of sounds like the Celtics team this season, going out, playing the best basketball that they can possibly play, looking really solid right now. 33-16, the Celtics lead. Off balance, Kevin Huerter is able to put it up and in off the glass and scores. Jaylen Brown at the top of the key right now for JB. Dribbles up to the left elbow, slides it off to Jordan Walsh. It's Brown, Walsh, Simons, Pritchard, and Garza, the 5 of the floor. Pritchard leading in baseline off the mark. Offensive rebound. Putback is there for 2 by Luka Garza. No, Jaylen Brown's not injured. Right now he's playing. 17-point lead for the Celtics now. Luka Garza making an impact off the bench. He has 6 points in 7 minutes. Buzelis takes the three, rattled out. Pritchard with a defensive rebound. Jaylen Brown with just 2 points in his first 10 minutes on the floor. Jaylen dribbles up, drives, downhill, working on Vucevic to the cup, no good, missed the layup, batted to the perimeter. Back to Simons for the offensive rebound. Offensive rebound's been aplenty so far. Brown, a wide open jumper, baseline, kaboinked off the back rim, no good. Long rebound controlled by Trey Jones for Chicago. Vucevic. Out to Patrick Williams. Lob to the mid-block into the hands of Vucevic. Vucevic takes on Garza, trying to post his way. Backs his way. Ball got poked loose. Stole away by Jordan Walsh. Walsh up the floor. Celtics will slow it down. Off the Brown. Jaylen Brown powers his way. Mid-range. Turnaround over Buzelis. Rattled out again. Those are his spots that he has been elite at this season. 10 to 14 feet. But Jaylen Brown tonight just cannot get the ball into the net. Corner three by Herter. Off the back rim, no good. Chicago just keeps on taking low percentage shots after low percentage shots. Brown leaning forward, around the rim and out, no good. Tipped off the mark by Walsh as it goes right back over to Chicago. Outside to Williams, and he tees up a three, and he rattles that one out. Man, the Bulls cannot make anything going on right now in this game. It's 35 to 18, and Celtics will burn a timeout. Down to 9:06 left to go in the second quarter. Chicago is 2 for 16. Dreadful from the perimeter to start off this game as we head over to another timeout. This stream is sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a digital platform that allows access to premium subscriptions at a reduced cost. Use my promo code EJPMU for discounts to premium subscriptions on the GamesGo site. Scan the QR code to head over to GamesGo, or click the link posted in the description of this video. GamesGo offers share premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost for websites such as ChatGPT+, NordVPN, Canva Pro, Filmora, Midjourney, Duolingo, Crunchyroll, Grok, and many other AI services. So check out GamesGo, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 7 years. So right now, Celtics dominant. Chicago just not able to stick their shots down. It hasn't been a great game offensively either for the Celtics. Only 35% shooting for them. It's been kind of a mix between Celtics have been able to lock up the Bulls and then just low percentage shots all around. Buzelis leads the way with 9 points for Chicago. Celtics balanced. It's Peyton Pritchard, 7 points for him so far, 6 by Luka Garza, 6 by Hauser. Derek White scored 5 points. Kata's got 4 points, 5 rebounds. White leads the way. He's got 3 assists currently. Off the bench, Gonzalez with a 3, 2 by Jordan Walsh. Luka Garza, 3 rebounds, 2 of those offensive rebounds leading to putbacks. He has 6 points plus 12 on the floor. Yeah, this game might get real ugly quick. I agree there, Vegas. If you're doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Pistons, Knicks, that game currently is at halftime. Pistons up by 10, 64-54. A couple other games going on right now across the league. Raptors lead the Hawks, 31-26. Suns just tipped off against the Rockets, and the Hornets just tipped off against the Thunder. Joe, welcome back on the membership. Thanks for joining back on the membership, brother. Let's get that member hype for Joe out here. You the man. Legendary. Yeah, JB tonight, usually the spots that he hits from, where he gets into his matchups, the one-on-ones from like 12 feet out, those are the shots that he's been missing. So right now, Jaylen Brown just 1 for 7 shooting, 2 points in 11 minutes. We get back to action. Celtics left to right on the floor. Kata on the court with Pritchard, Brown, White, and Gonzalez. Pritchard lobs it off to Kata, top of the free throw circle. Slides it off to Pritchard, dribbles towards his right, and turns the corner around the Kata screen at the elbow. Cross court finds White. White rises for a 3 off balance as a shot clock was about to expire. Offensive rebound back to Jaylen Brown. Quarter 3, Hugo Gonzalez off the back rim, no good. Second shot was a rushed one right there by Hugo on top with Vucevic. Dribbles inside the key outside. It will lead to a corner three by Patrick Williams. No good. Rattled out. Gonzalez secures the defensive rebounds. Yeah, if you look at the scoreboard right now, not a whole lot of points so far. Both of these teams shooting low percentage right out of the gate. Ron, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, bud. Keita on top, towards his right around the perimeter. Handoff White, turns the corner, floats up the runner off the back rim, bounces in. It is good for 2 by Derek White. Celtics by 19 right now. Derek White up to 7. Bulls just 2 for 6 this quarter. Straightaway 3 missed off the front rim by Herter. Make it 2 for 7. White collected a defensive rebound on top with Brown. Brown accelerates jumper at the elbow. 18-footer off the rim short. Offensive rebound outside Hugo with a 3 at the right wing off the back rim. No good. Vucevic with a defensive board. Yeah, these are the shots that they were making all over the map on Saturday tonight. A couple open looks in last possession. They unable to do so. Herter rises for the 3, falling away. That ball just keeps on sticking to the perimeter by Chicago. They are 2 for 19 right now from 3. Derek White, cross court into the hands to Brown. Jaylen Brown off the crossover, dribbles up, working on Herter, powers his way inside to the low block, blocked out of bounds off of Herter. Wow, that's just excellent defense right there by Kevin Herter, step for step, defending Jaylen Brown. He was trying to take it to the rim. Yeah, Josh Giddey severely missed right now for Chicago. They cannot find anything open. Nice bullet pass over to Keita. Jaylen Brown with an assist as Keita is able to lay it up and in. Celtics by 21. Patrick Williams off to the cutter, backdoor Herter up and in off the glass, scores. So finally, Chicago able to snap a lengthy scoring drought right there. Jaylen Brown spin cycle, rises for the jumper, the elbow over Herter, no good. Putback chance by Gonzalez, went up, was fouled from behind by Vucevic. And this will lead to 2 shots here coming up at the free throw line by Hugo Gonzalez. Hustle play after hustle play. Celtics dominating the offensive glass. That's now 13 offensive rebounds in the opening half. That's unheard of. 13 offensive boards in the first half with still 6:38 left to go. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, Jeffrey. My thoughts and prayers out to your aunt, bud. I'm so sorry, man. Yeah, take as much time as you need. I'm so sorry to hear that, brother. My thoughts and prayers out with you and your family there, man. First free throw was good by Gonzalez. That offensive rating against the Clippers, that is the best offensive rating ever in the history of the Celtics franchise at 158.7. Both of the free throws good. Celtics perfect at the line, 7 for 7. Chicago yet to even get to the charity stripe tonight. Chicago had 4 players out tonight. Josh Giddey, the main player, who is not playing tonight. Baylor Shireman, first time on the floor for him, picks up the reach-in foul. So right now it's Shireman, White, Gonzalez, Brown, and Keita. And Vucevic here will substitute out. Number 47, Lachlan Ulbrich, checks in. He's playing alongside Kobe White, Kevin Herter. Missed 3 there at the wing by Isaac Okoro. And Julian Phillips. That's the 5 in the court currently for Chicago. White, cross court, finds Gonzalez. Open 3, no good. Left it short. Okoro there for the basketball. Kobe White on top. Off to Herter. Drives on Keita. Jumper over White and got it. Off the glass and in by Kevin Herter. Derek White moves it off to Brown. Jaylen Brown at the low block. Going up, working on Kobe White as Brown gets fouled. This will stop the clock. 5:46 left to go before halftime. And the first pair of free throws for Jaylen Brown tonight. If you look at his numbers tonight, he's just 1 for 10 shooting. If I told you Jaylen Brown's just 1 for 10 shooting, you'd be like, most likely, how much are the Celtics down in this game? Right now, they're up by 20. First one's good. Second free throw by Jaylen Brown. Rattled out. Rebound secure by Herter. Been a fast-paced game so far. Not many fouls. Celtics been able to make every single one at the line besides the previous one with Brown. 8 for 9 as a team. Phillips on the corner 3. That was an excellent pass there by number 47 for Chicago with Lackland Ulbrich. Resulted in another missed shot, though, and an uncontested 3. Derek White at the right wing. Slides it across the court. Shireman push pass. Corner 3. Brown off the back rim. No good. Phillips records the defensive rebound. Baseline for Okoro. Working on Shireman. Bouncing bodies at the mid-block. Outside on top. Into the hands to Kobe White. Kobe White dribbles up inside the key and kicked it out of bounds. It's a turnover. That's now 6 turnovers by the Bulls. That's not the winning formula when you can only force 1 turnover. Check that. That's 8 right now. The ESPN box score has 6. They forgot the stat to those turnovers. It's actually 8 right now. Jaylen Brown slides it over to Derek White at the Celtics logo. Moves it off to Hauser at the left wing. Shireman with a 3. No good. Left it short from the corner. Cato, right place, right time. Able to score up and it off the glass. Not the best possession, but still works out in that favor there. Cato able to come away with an air ball and just had the size advantage down inside the low post. Okoro, jab step at the left wing, drives downhill to the cup, going up over Hauser as he was contacted and fouled. So 2 free throws coming up here at the line for Isaac Okoro for Chicago. Yeah, this is not a good game to watch right now. It has been brick city for the Bulls. These are currently their shooting splits. This is the first shot in this game at the free throw line for the Bulls. It is good. So they're right now perfect at the free throw line 1 for 1. But from the floor, they are 10 for 33 as a team and 2 for 21 from the perimeter at just 10%. Just a all-out horrific game by Chicago. Plus, they have surrendered 31 rebounds. 14 of those rebounds have been offensive rebounds. And both free throws go down by Okoro. 7 rebounds by Cato. 4 rebounds each by Brown, Pritchard, and Walsh. Gonzalez with 6 rebounds. Hauser at the wing of the perimeter finds Brown. JB with just 3. 1 for 11 shooting. Sends it off to the corner. Shireman tees up a 3. Kaboom! As he nails it. Jaylen Brown cross-court assist. Baylor Shireman with a triple. That's the first made 3 by any team this quarter. Combined 1 for 15 from the perimeter. Javon Carter, first time on the floor, splashes a 3. So Chicago has to go deep in their bag off the bench. Number 5, Javon Carter, first time that he's playing tonight. Jaylen Brown at the left wing. Working on the Cora one-on-one. Brown, only 1 made field goal. Backs his way inside the key. Rises for the jumper. 14-footer. Finally, it goes in. That's what he kept on doing against the Clippers. Going to a matchup, and he kept on hitting mid-range shot after mid-range shot. Finally, they're able to bury one. Okoro missed 3 from the left corner. Rebound secured by Cato. Celtics by 22. And with the basketball, Jaylen Brown at the top. Had a poke loose. Reach and fall, though. On the floor, charged to Javon Carter. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Welcome in, everybody, tonight. Charliso, welcome in. Thanks for joining back in. Yeah, hopefully did not take Jaylen Brown in the over for this game because it's not looking hot at all right now for Jaylen Brown. Based on the game rate that this is going, he could be benched in the third quarter if the Celtics get up by 30 and rest their starters. Missed jumper there at the free throw circle by Brown. A 3 in transition. Carter off the back rim. Cato with another rebound. 1 away from double digits in the opening half now with 9 boards. Derek White Circles around the key, now out to the left baseline. Finds Brown at the wing of the perimeter. Lob for Keita. Down low, bobbled. And it gets stolen away by Vucevic as he collects the steal. That's only the second turnover of the night for the Celtics. Tre Jones slides it off to Carter. Rise and fire on a three. And he is able to splash it. That is now the second made three of the night by Jevon Carter. He has half of the made threes. 4 for 25 as a team. And another bad pass, but the Celtics sailed out of bounds. It will go back to Chicago. Kobe White tonight, he has played 10 minutes. He has yet to score. Minus 15 on the floor for Kobe White. 49-30 right now as Chicago will burn a timeout. 2:14 left to go before halftime. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Alright, so we head over to the timeout right now, and the Pistons-Knicks game that is just picked up here the second half as well, as they have just started the third quarter. And that game is important because if the Celtics win, the Knicks lose. Right now the Knicks are down by 13 at the Pistons. Then the Celtics would jump the Knicks in the standings, and the Celtics would be the number 2 team in the Eastern Conference after the conclusion of tonight's game. Yeah, thanks for the update there, Behind the Arc fan. So, yeah, it's my first time covering Chicago this year. I saw that he's on a 2-way contract for a rookie. Yeah, usually I look up every single one or so before the game, but I think I went through and completely missed that one or so. Michael, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Yeah, this has been a rough first half. Celtics by 19. If they were playing another team, this would be much closer. Chicago is just really just discombobulated in all sorts with their offense tonight. They've taken so many threes, and they just cannot hit those threes. They're 4 for 25 from the perimeter. That's just not the winning formula when you attempt 37 shots, and 25 of those have been threes, and only 12 have been twos. You have to just start to get more balance than that, but they are just tossing up boulders. And they've got the looks. Celtics have left the shooters for Chicago wide open, and every single time they're missing a lot of them. They're missing long off the back rim. So we come back from the timeout right now. 19-point game approaching the 2-minute mark left to go before halftime. Derek White on the floor alongside Jaylen Brown, Peyton Pritchard, Luka Garza, and Jordan Walsh. Jevon Carter on the court with Nikola Vucevic, Kevin Huerter, a corner three. That rains down. It is good from the perimeter by Ayu Dosunmu, puts the score within 16. And then Tre Jones is the 5th player on the court right now for the Bulls. Pritchard crosses the timeline. He takes on Tre Jones, bounce pass on top. Garza back to Pritchard, push pass corner into the hands to Walsh. Pritchard off towards his left, Derek White. White at the wing. White takes the three off the back rim, no good. Walsh with a offensive rebound for a moment, batted away out of his hands. It was by Tre Jones up the floor. He came down with it. Dosunmu off the crossover, drives, one man to beat. It's Garza, missed the layup. Luka Garza, great contest in the back end of that play. Pritchard collected the rebound. Brown up the floor, inside the key, rises for the jumper. 14-footer, got the bounce. It is good for 2 by Jaylen Brown. Getting into his bag right there for JB, up to now 7 points. Ayu Dosunmu off towards his right. Tre Jones drives to the corner. Jevon Carter rises for a 3 off balance, and he missed it short off the rim. Brown there to secure the defensive rebound. Celtics will slow it down. Final 45 seconds left to go in the opening half of action. Jaylen Brown with just 7. It's been a balanced game so far by the Celtics. Derek White at the wing. Spin cycle. 5 of the timer. Jumper. 15-footer from the free throw circle. Off the mark, no good. Herter controls the defensive board. 8 by Queta. 7 each by White, Brown, and Pritchard. 6 by Hauser. 6 by Garza. 5 by Gonzalez. All around balance for the Celtics in this game. Nobody's been able to take over except for their defense. Just 33 by Chicago with 10 seconds left. Javon Carter on a 3. Off the back iron, no good. A rebound secured by Brown. Final seconds left to go. Pritchard past the timeline. Pritchard towards his left. Pritchard takes the 3. Pritchard, oh, he drills it. Peyton Pritchard, bang, bang, splashes the 3 right at the buzzer to go into halftime. Peyton Pritchard downtown. Received it around the free throw circle, dribbled towards his left, and over 2 defenders at the left wing perimeter. Nails a 3, drilling it as it hits bottom right through the netting to give the Celtics a 21-point lead to go into intermission. 54-33, Celtics with an early exclamation point tonight. Looks like in this game, Peyton Pritchard, first one of double figures tonight for the Celtics. He has got 10. Right now, just drilled his second made 3 tonight, a plus 18 on the floor by Pritchard. Wow, what a way to end the opening half. Peyton Pritchard with a bang. Big time right there for Pritchard. Monstrous 3-point shot. If you're new on the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. All out balance for the Celtics right now. Entire starting 5 scoring between 6 to 10 points. Off the bench, 4 other players scoring between 3 to 6 points. 10 points by Pritchard, 8 by Queta, almost a double-double. He has 9 rebounds. 7 by White, 7 by Brown. Not the best game for those two so far. Jaylen Brown with 6 rebounds, though. 6 points off the bench by Luka Garza. He has a steal on the block alongside 3 rebounds. Hugo Gonzalez with 5. He has 6 boards. 3 by Sharman. Jordan Walsh with 2. Just all-out tremendous balance. Jaylen Brown, Peyton Pritchard, the top pluses in the box plus minus at plus 18 tonight. For Chicago, it's been just a terrible offensive display for them tonight. Matas Buzelis, 9 points on 4 for 6 shooting. Kevin Herter with 8 points, but 0 for 4 from 3. Perfect at 4 for 4 from 2. And off the bench, Javon Carter has made 2 threes. As a team, Chicago has attempted 13 twos, 28 threes. Just the over-reliance upon the 3-ball for a team that just can simply not make their shots tonight. Celtics dominating on the glass, 36-23. The offensive rebounding total at halftime is just unheard of. The Celtics have out-rebounded Chicago 14-2 on the glass. Largest lead at one point was 23. Man, just Celtics out in full control in this game, and it hasn't looked pretty. Celtics are winning this game shooting 36% for the floor. They're just locking down the Bulls. The Bulls are 32% shooting. And yeah, they severely missed Josh Giddey. Like, Josh Giddey is definitely missed for Chicago. And it is showing right now. I got to get the scoreboard up once again. Here we go. So it's 54-33 right now at halftime. A quick trip around the NBA. Carly Pistons up by 16 over the Knicks. That's the nationally televised game over on Peacock. 73-56 right now. If the Knicks lose, the Celtics hold, and they pick the win at home, then the Celtics would jump the Knicks in the Eastern Conference standings. The Celtics would move up to the number 2 spot in the East. Raptors lead the Hawks 51-38. Suns up early against the Rockets 26-22. Hornets lead the Thunder 33-31. What seed do I think the Celtics will get in the playoffs? I'll go with a 2 for the Celtics. Honestly, I don't mind the Pistons getting the 1 seed. They don't have much playoff experience either. I think the Celtics are going to be back in the NBA Finals if they keep on playing like this and everybody stays healthy. I think the big key when we get into April and May is going to be health. That is highly dependent on the NBA playoff runs, how everybody is able to stay healthy. Knock on wood for the Celtics, and then Jason Tatum comes back. What they're getting right now, they're getting teams in the schedule that just can't stay healthy. Coming up on Wednesday, their next game, they're hosting the Denver Nuggets, and I believe Jokic is out for that game. I believe so. Nuggets got a couple players back for their previous game. Yeah, so 6 days ago, Nikola Jokic, according to Shams Charania, was diagnosed with a hyperextension in his left knee. He'll miss at least 4 weeks. Yeah, Jokic is not going to play on Wednesday. That's a big loss. Celtics getting teams in the schedule that are missing key players. So that's been the issue recently. Brown right now 6-7. Yeah, Yale's really good. I believe Yale was the top team in the Ivy League preseason poll, and yeah, they were really good coming into the season. 11-2 for Yale. Brown 6-7. So I do the games at Brown for their broadcasting crew. They usually put me on the water polo for the games because their main guys do basketball. But you got to get a start someplace, and I really enjoy water polo. It's a fast-paced game. It's kind of similar to basketball in terms of pace. Like, for water polo, think handball, except it's played in a pool, and you're shooting into a net. So it's just a really fast-paced game, and it's great. So far, Jaylen Brown, 2 turnovers. Yeah, they have 3 as a team. Brown has 2 of the turnovers. Simons has the other turnover. So Celtics with only 3 turnovers at halftime. Chicago with 6. Hey, what's good, Bradley? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. I hope it's the Patriots this year that win it. I can potentially see it happening, but also I can see the Patriots getting eliminated in the first round too. This playoffs is going to be pandemonium for football. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a deeper playoffs that any team from 1 through 7 can win the NFL playoffs. Now, out in the NFC, it's a little bit different because Carolina is 8-9, but still, I think they're like a double-digit underdog against the Rams, which is crazy. And they beat the Rams earlier this season. And the Rams just haven't played great recently. Slipping down the stretch, and they were having some issues with the Cardinals yesterday. So that's no walk in the park in that game. Like, these matchups are just absolute cinema in these wild card matchups. And I'm just not sold on Denver as the number 1 seed. They played so many close games this year for them. Their defense is nasty, but their offense has had just... It's been the Achilles heel, has been the offense. And if they do get... It's probably going to be Buffalo. If Buffalo upsets the Jaguars, then that's a dangerous game there because Buffalo has all the playoff experience. And also, they're used to cold weather. They're just not used to altitude, but they have that playoff experience, and they have an explosive offense. Just Buffalo gives up a ton of points, but they explode offensively. That should be an interesting game. If Jacksonville beats Buffalo, then it would be Jacksonville Patriots, and then, no walk in the park for Denver if they take on whoever that lowest seed is. If it's Houston, the 5 seed, or if the Chargers win, it would be the 7. But Houston's another team that's right now just red hot too. Houston and Baltimore, 9 straight wins for Houston, Houston and Jacksonville, 9 straight wins for Houston, 8 straight wins for Jacksonville. And Jacksonville's the underdog has the 3 seed going into Buffalo, or taking on Buffalo, hosting Buffalo. It's like a 1.5 point underdog. Just crazy. Absolutely crazy. This whole playoffs for the NFL wildcard is going to be absolute madness. Gonna get Mr. Tops here in a couple of moments. Stay tuned. If you enjoy the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. And right now at halftime here, so stay tuned in a couple of moments. See if I can get Mr. Tops here. All right, so here we go. Bringing on my tortoise, Mr. Tops. Look at the scoreboard, buddy. It's a low-scoring game, you see. 54-33. Celtics locking them down in the first half. Just 33 points surrendered. What do you think? Celtics defense looking really good, right, buddy? There you go, big boy. So that's my tortoise, Mr. Tops. He's 10 years old. Been on my streams quite a bit of time at halftime. A lot of people enjoy it when I bring him on. Wow, he's strong today. He's clawing at me from Mr. Tops. Yeah, he's moving quite fast. He was ready to go on the stream. Looked like he was ready for his calling. He knew it was a tip-off time of around 7:40. He was ready at 8:40, ready to go. And look how strong he is. Oh, yeah, he is moving. Back feet, too, clawing away at me. Good job, big boy. Great job for Mr. Tops. Gonna put Mr. Tops away. Oh, yeah, he is not happy about the low score in this game. Gonna put Mr. Tops away, and then I'll get back in a couple minutes from now. All right, second half coming up in just a couple moments. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I appreciate all for being a part here on the channel for this game tonight. Feel free if anybody's interested. It's as low as $1.99 per month for special shoutouts to join the Behind the Arc Basketball membership. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams that I cover. College football playoffs. I'm going to go with a U for Miami. I actually haven't watched much college football, but what they've done so far with their defense in the playoffs, how they beat Ohio State, just really impressive. I'm going to go with Miami there. Chicago with the opening possession to begin the third quarter. Runner is made inside the key by Vucevic, assisted by Buzelis. Bulls going left to right on the floor. Celtics going right to left. Derek White on the court with Hauser, Cada, Brown, and Pritchard to begin the third quarter. Pritchard towards his right, slings it off to the left wing. Hauser up fake, dribbles to the mid-block. Jumper, fall away, no good off the mark. Rebound secured by Herter. Nikola Vucevic, Matis Buzelis, Kevin Herter. Trey Jones. And Julian Phillips is the fifth player to the floor. Turn the corner for Chicago, going backdoor, missed a layup. Pinwheeled out by Vucevic, going in for a putback, missed off the rim. Short battle for the basketball here as it rolled out of bounds. It was off of Herter. So this will be Celtics ball. Celtics 18-5 when leading at halftime this season. Pritchard, cross-court, connects with White. Now dribbles top of the key, slides it off to Brown. The right corner three, no good. Pinwheeled out. Rebound secure by Herter. Burst the speed up the floor. Trey Jones goes up, and he gets fouled. Now, Derek White trying to plead his case right there. He thought that was a clean block. Referees rolled a shooting foul charge to Derek White. Yeah, he did get the arm of Trey Jones going into the layup. So Trey Jones will have two free throws here coming up at the line. Chicago, not frequent to the free throw line in this game. First one is made. It's only their second trip tonight that they've gone to the free throw line. Second free throw is good. They're a perfect 4 for 4 right now as a team at the charity stripe. 17-point game. Celtics with a possession. Jaylen Brown at the right wing perimeter. Drives inside the key for Jaylen. Got a strip, take it away. Isaac Okoro comes out with a steal out of the pack. Trey Jones lobs it up over the top, and they couldn't finish. Missing the alley-oop jam off the right side of the rim was Buzelis. Pritchard pulls up from the parking lot from deep. Rattles in. Bang, bang. Trifecta from the perimeter by Peyton Pritchard. Big swing in the game right there. They missed the alley-oop jam, then Pritchard out in the transition three. Great defense there down low as White collects the defensive rebound off the miss by Buzelis. White dribbles up to the elbow, swings it on top. Cada fires a bullet towards the left corner. Broke it up looking for Brown. It was out of bounds off of Coro. All on the prowl. Thanks for joining back in once again. Just getting started right now in the third quarter of this one. Celtics with an inbound, 2 minutes into the third. Peyton Pritchard on top, comes off the Cada screen, dials up a triple, and he delivers. Peyton Pritchard, an energizer for the Celtics now, leading the way with 16, fourth made three to game. Trey Jones, runner at the low block, kiss off the glass, he scores, up and in off the backboard. Celtics by 21 with possession. Derek White, edge in the midcourt logo. Bounce pass finds Pritchard. Going off recently for Peyton Pritchard as he gets doubled up. Moves it down low. Cada, dish outside to the corner. Jaylen Brown open three off the back rim. No good. Offensive rebound controlled by Cada. Spin cycle inside. Lost it out of bounds. Off of Cada last. It'll go back to the Bulls. Impressive last couple possessions by Pritchard. Just firepower from the perimeter to get the Celtics team jumping out to a 21-point advantage in the third quarter. Celtics deflect the pass as it went out. It's going to stay Chicago basketball here. Chicago's getting crushed on the offensive glass tonight. Celtics lead that number in offensive rebounds 15-3 currently. As the Bulls down the middle miss the shot, goes right back over to the Celtics with Queta. White up the floor. Handoff. Hauser comes off the screen. His three left off the rim short. Vucevic off the box out controls the defensive rebounds. Burst the speed up the floor with Herter. Vucevic finds Trey Jones going into a floater game. Bounces in. Able to connect on the 10-foot runner. Yeah, this has been disappointing for Chicago. Corner jumper right back. It is good by Sam Hauser as he is able to nail in the triple. Just so quick up the floor for the Celtics. Chicago unable to get back defensively. Buzelis attacking. Celtics pick up the personal. It's going to be on it's going to be on Pritchard, it's statted by. Yeah, Derek White next to the officials right now talking about the foul call. But Peyton Pritchard, guilty party, picks up the shooting foul. 2 free throws at the line here from Matas Buzelis. Double-double, or almost a double-double by Queta once he makes his next field goal. He has 11 rebounds, 8 points. Pritchard, game leader with 16, 4 made threes, 6 for 12 from the floor. Buzelis makes the first free throw. One more will put him at 10. He's got double figures for Buzelis as he buries the second free throw. Celtics by 20. Derek White. Bounce pass off to Brown. Jaylen Brown. Not the game that he has hoped for offensively today. He's missed 14 shots, only 7 points. Jumper. Cha-ching. Got it. And an and one coming up. Peyton Pritchard able to knock down the J off the mid-ranger. Pritchard comes around the Queta's screen, dribbles up off the up fake, leans forward, connects on the 2. Everything going the right way tonight for Peyton Pritchard to lead this Celtics team to another dub. Man, Celtics out on the run. 17-5 in their previous 22 games. Tied for first place in the NBA alongside the Thunder in the previous 20 with a 15-5 record. Free throw is good. Pritchard now in 19 minutes. Ayu Dosunmu back in the court, off to Vucevic, top of the free throw circle, drives on Queta out to the low block, brings along a double team, push pass out to the corner from Dosunmu off to Buzelis, attacks the paint over Hauser, goes up, gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up here at the line from Matas Buzelis again. Yeah, the PA guy, I think it's Anthony Palladino. He's the PA guy for the Boston Celtics. Yeah, always does 4-3 for the PA guy. 4-3. First free throw good by Buzelis. Luka Garza comes back into the game. He replaces Queta, who takes a seat now on the bench. Second free throw goes down by Buzelis. Peyton Pritchard taking over this game right now for the Celtics as he crosses midcourt. 19 points. Takes the 3 at the right wing perimeter off the rim. Short that time. Long rebound secured by Okoro out of the pack off the Euro step. Dosunmu takes to the distance. 66-47, 19-point game in the timeouts. Taken on the floor as Joe Mazzulla will burn a timeout right here. Celtics up by 19, 7:35 left to go in the third. And a quick word from our channel sponsor. This stream is sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a digital platform that allows access to premium subscriptions at a reduced cost. Use my promo code EJPMU for discounts to premium subscriptions on the GamesGo site. Scan the QR code to head over to GamesGo or click the link posted in the description of this video. GamesGo offers share premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost for websites such as ChatGPT+, NordVPN, Canva Pro, Filmora, Midjourney, Duolingo, Crunchyroll, Grok, and many other AI services. So check out GamesGo, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 7 years. Celtics right now looking good. 66-47, down to 7:35 left to go in this third quarter. And right now, Pistons are smashing the Knicks 86-69. The Knicks below 500 in road games. Why that game matters, because if this score stays put, the Celtics stay out in front, then the Celtics will surpass the Knicks in the Eastern Conference standings. The Celtics would jump up to the number 2 spot in the East. The Knicks would drop back to the number 3 spot. I'm getting this game on NBC Sports Boston. So it looks like League Pass is not working according to iHustle right now. So yeah, sorry to hear about that for League Pass. But I'm from Massachusetts, so I'm getting it off the regional channel on NBC Sports Boston. I think without League Pass, the only way you can get this game, since it's not national, is from the regional networks. NBC Sports Boston, if you're from Mass, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont, upstate New York. If you're from Chicago, like Illinois, then you're able to get it off the Chicago network for Illinois' network. But that's, I think, the only way that you can get it off the regional network is just those, like, 6-7 states or so. Yeah, just keep on winning. That's the formula right now for the Boston Celtics. The whole standings in the Eastern Conference is pretty tight. Like, Toronto's only a couple games back behind Boston. So it's tight in there. With the entire Eastern Conference standings. Detroit 26-9. Knicks half game above the Celtics. 23-12. Celtics 22-12. Toronto 2 games behind Boston at 21-15. Philadelphia in 5th place, 19-14. Orlando 20-16 alongside the Heat. They're 20-16. The Cavs 20-17. Disappointing for them this year. Last year, top team in the East, all the way to 3 games above 500. Currently, Brown missed the 3. Brown comes up with a putback and punches it down with a right hand slam. 21-point lead now by the Celtics. Wasn't the prettiest of possessions, but Chicago failed to box out, and Jaylen Brown off the offensive rebound. Slam jam with the right hand made the Bulls defense pay. Dosunmu pushed past the wing. Open 3 by Herter. And that is good from the perimeter. And that is Buzelis. Check that, number 14, who buried the 3. So not Herter there. That was Buzelis who made it. Buzelis, Vucevic on the floor. Derek White, or Sam Hauser, comes off the screen. Missed the 3, no good. Left it off the rim, is short. It's Kobe White, who attacks here with a right hand, and he scores the layup. Kobe White, Matas Buzelis, Nikola Vucevic, Ayo Dosunmu. 5th player on the floor with Isaac Okoro, Jaylen Brown. Step back 3 at the left wing perimeter, no good. Skidded off the rim, offensive rebound. Derek White, bounce pass. Pritchard at target range, pull up Jay at the wing, no good off the mark. Battle for the rebound as bodies collide. Hitting the deck is Luka Garza and Nikola Vucevic. And it will be a loose ball foul here. Charge to Vucevic on the floor. Yeah, Jaylen Brown has had a couple looks recently. And he will substitute out right now. Disappointing game by Jaylen Brown. Just 9 points in 26 minutes on 4 for 20 shooting. Yeah, if I had told you Jaylen Brown scored 9 points in 26 minutes without saying the score of the game, everybody would probably be like, how much are the Celtics losing by tonight? Well, Peyton Pritchard saving this team. He has 19. Right now it's a 16-point margin. Pritchard, 5 in the timer, looking for more. Dish outside to the wing as Simons launches a 3. He drills it. And for the Simons, big-time triple off the Pritchard assist. Dosunmu on the outside finds Buzelis, swings it on top. Into the hands to Kobe White. Back on the floor with Lachlan Ulbrich, number 47. Kobe White, top of the key, takes on Sharman. Dribbles up to the mid-block. Turnaround jumper off a spin cycle. Rushed that shot as it hit all glass. Simons collected the defensive rebound. Simons off the double team. Lob to Garza. Garza down low. Swatted away by Buzelis. Here goes Kobe White up the floor. Drive, kick to Dosunmu. On top over to Ulbrich. Back into the hands to the Sumu. As he is able to get past the Ulbrich screen. Dribbles up, drives down low. Blocked by Garza. Out to the corner though. Open three, and they connect on it. Isaac Okoro keeps the possession alive. It's a 16-point game again. Under 5 minutes left to go in the third now. Celtics with a possession. Pritchard. Pass to the timeline. Bounce pass into the hands to Garza. Back over to Pritchard. Pritchard, edge of the midcourt logo. Peyton Pritchard dribbles up. A jumper mid-range. Connects on it. Good for two by Pritchard. And a timeout taken on the floor by Chicago. 73-55. Peyton Pritchard getting into a bag. Surpassing 20. Right now on the floor. Leading his team into a timeout. He's got 21 in the game as we head over to another timeout. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Peyton Pritchard's game tonight. Right now he's got 21 in 23 minutes on an efficient 8 for 16, 50% from the floor, 4 for 7 from the perimeter, alongside 5 rebounds, 2 assists, playing clean basketball, 0 turnovers, plus 15 on the court for Pritchard. Jaylen Brown missing 16 shots, just 9 points tonight for JB. Despite that, Celtics up by 18 currently. Good production, just with balance all around. Sam Hauser, 3 threes, 9 points. Keita, one more basket would get him to a double-double. 8 points, 11 rebounds, 7 by Derek White. Not the best game as well for D. White, just 2 for 7 shooting. And he's yet to make a 3 as well, 0 for 4 from 3 tonight. It's kind of odd for him because he's been a 41% shooter from the perimeter this year in games at home for Derek White. So not finding his shot right now. It's been takeover D. White, though, in the fourth quarter. So still got another quarter waiting for D. White. Luka Garza, 6 points for him tonight. Simons with 3 off the bench. Shireman with 3 off the bench. Gonzalez, 5.6 rebounds. Jordan Walsh with 2, alongside 4 boards. Celtics smashing the Bulls in this game on the glass. 42-33 seems like it's a lot bigger because the offensive rebound numbers have been just a total landslide in this game. 17-5 for offensive boards for the Celtics. Yeah, Scott Kadishi's the man, Jeffrey. I work with him at Brown. So he's the guy that's in charge of scheduling me to cover broadcasts. So yeah, I know him personally. So yeah, a couple of years ago, it was the summer of 2024, he actually reached out to me to cover water polo at Brown. So that was my first gigs that I ever got at Brown, was covering water polo for him. But yeah, he's been in the business for like over 30 plus years. So he's like the broadcasting manager at Brown, and then he's in charge of covering the basketball team, football team, and I believe baseball and softball as well at Brown. 15-point game coming back from the time as Chicago was able to bury the 3 with Kobe White. Jordan Walsh on the 3, nails it. Massive stroke from the perimeter there by Walsh. 18-point game approaching the 4-minute mark left to go in this third quarter. Julian Phillips slides it off towards his left. Kobe White now with possession. White drives, attacks, dump off to the low block outside. Phillips with a 3 off the back iron, no good. Pritchard secures his 6th rebounds. Peyton Pritchard at the free throw circle, floats it back outside to the perimeter. Back over to Pritchard from the handoff. 3.5 left to go here to third. Pritchard outside Walsh towards his right to Simons. 3 in the timer. Simons has to launch. Dribbles up. A jumper. Fall away. Rattled out. Batted out to the perimeter. And gets tipped back to the backcourt where Pritchard comes away with it. Saves the possession. Kick out. Corner open. 3. Jordan Walsh. No good. Around the rim and out. As it goes right back over to the Bulls. As we are approaching the 3-minute mark. Left to go in this third quarter. Chicago tees up a 3 and they nail it. It's Zayu Desumu getting his team winning 15. Dwayne, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Pritchard at the right wing sends it off to Walsh on top. Back into the hands to Pritchard here. 5 of the timer for the Celtics. Peyton Pritchard dribbles up, drives in Kobe White, the free throw circle. 15-footer straight away. Came off the rim short. Offensive rebound right back to Simons. New 14 on the shot clock here for the Celtics. Simons off the crossover. Drives. Runner connects on it. 2 more points off the second chancer. And for the Simons, able to nail it. 17-point lead here for Boston. In control of this game. Chicago shooting a low percentage. Celtics only 37%. Chicago's actually a tad better at 38%. It was not like that at all going into halftime. Celtics locked up the Bulls to shoot 33% at the half and 20% going into halftime from the perimeter. Yeah, it's not looking likely that Jaylen Brown's gonna hit 20. He would have to go off in the fourth quarter for him. So right now he has just 9. And if the Celtics keep on increasing their lead, probably Jaylen Brown, he might not even play if the Celtics can increase this lead right now. They're up by 17. Simons on the floor with Keita Shireman, Hugo Gonzalez, and Jordan Wall. So the Celtics have basically their bench on the floor as Simons attacks downhill, working on Buzelis, goes up, gets fouled. 2 shots here coming up at the free throw line for Simons. Check that. That's on 47. And kind of a lookalike there to Buzelis. Number 47, Lachlan Ulbrich. Guilty party. First free throw. No good. Missed off the mark by Simons. Hey, welcome back in. Dark-eyed Lowlander. Glad to have you back in the stream. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Celtics right from the get-go dominating this game. Different game compared to the previous one. Last game, it was all about the offense. This game, it's been their lockdown defense. Also, Chicago's been over-reliant upon the 3, and they've been having a tough time knocking down shots from the perimeter. Second free throw is made. Huge rejection down low there by Keita. Up the floor, Sharman finds Walsh. Bounce pass, corner. Simons, 3. Around the rim and out. Offensive rebound to Hugo. Corner, 3 again. Simons nails it. And for Nia Simons off the bench once again. Second made 3 tonight. 9 points for him tonight. 21-point lead in the third quarter. As we will head over to another timeout here. This stream is sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a digital platform that allows access to premium subscriptions at a reduced cost. Use my promo code EJPMU for discounts to premium subscriptions on the GamesGo site. Scan the QR code to head over to GamesGo, or click the link posted in the description of this video. GamesGo offers share premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost for websites such as ChatGPT+, NordVPN, Canva Pro, Filmora, Midjourney, Duolingo, Crunchyroll, Grok, and many other AI services. So check out GamesGo, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 7 years. That GamesGo link is in the description of the channel. Feel free to check that out if you guys would like. A lot of cool stuff over there on that GamesGo site. Also, I'll post another link into the chat here since we're on a brief timeout. That was a 30-second timeout. Behind the Arc Basketball channel memberships, that's as low as $1.99 per month to become a channel member. Gets you shoutouts at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. Pistons up against the Knicks. Score in that game is 98-73. Knicks just scored a 2. 9.5 left to go in action between the Pistons and the Knicks. So right now, Pistons, a dominant performance by them, led by Cade Cunningham, 29 points, 12 assists. If the Celtics score holds tonight, Celtics by 21, Celtics would jump past the Knicks and be the number 2 team in the Eastern Conference. Right now, Chicago back with a possession. Minute 20 left to go in the third quarter, going left to right from the floor. DeSumo, bounce pass corner, Vucevic, he gets doubled, working on Keita and Gonzalez. Sends it off to the corner, cross court, and the corner three is buried by Ayo DeSumo. Final minute left to go in the third. Ayo DeSumo up to double figures with 11. Jordan Walsh on the floor with Simons, Keita. Quick whistle here in the backcourt. Looks like we got a clock malfunction as it's stopped with a minute. Now it ticks down to 57, so a brief clock malfunction they got here at the TD Garden. Keita tonight, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 8 points. And he also has 1 turnover as well for Keita. Peyton Pritchard leads the way, 21 points tonight, 4 made threes, 8 for 17 from the floor. Simons. Pass midcourt, takes on Javon Carter. Now switched guarded by Vucevic around the perimeter. Step back three, Simons. He nails it. Right down the netting, bullseye by Simons. Double figures now for him. Third made triple, the game up to 12. Ayo DeSumo slides it off to Carter. Dribbles towards his left, top of the key. Floats the pass out to the left corner. Back into the hands to Carter. Carter attacks inside the paint. Double clutch going backdoor. Missed the layup. Tipped off the mark. Vucevic going up over Keita here as we have a foul. And that's going to be charged to the Celtics. It's on Sharman. Loose ball foul. So fourth as a team right now for the Celtics at the very tail end of this third quarter. Chicago with 4 as well. Not many personal fouls at all tonight. This game's gone by quick. 2 personal fouls each by Ulbrich and Kobe White for Chicago. Celtics with 2 with Sharman. Everybody else with 1 or 0. Quarter 3 is buried by Julian Phillips. 15 seconds in the timer remaining in the third. Shot clock turned off. Derek White crosses midcourt. Off to Simons. Starting to heat up for him. Burying 3 threes in this game. Simons on top. Back foot was over the half court line. And that's a backcourt violation. Costly turnover here by the Celtics. Jordan Walsh coming up on the screener. Way too far up as Simons tried to turn the corner past Javon Carter, which Walsh was setting the screener way too far up, and then one of his feet crossed the half-court line. Spin cycle, Vucevic, runner, rattled out. White with a rebound. White full-court shot, missed short at the buzzer. As we close out the end of the third quarter. Celtics dominating right from the start in this game, 85-67. As we enter the fourth quarter coming up. Are you a fan of Behind Your Arc Basketball and want to rep the B-Tab brand? Then check out the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Click the link posted in the description of this video, or you can click the QR code as well. The Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is your online shop to rep my channel brand. My merch store has shirts, sweatshirts, pants, shorts, winter hats, pillows, mugs, phone cases, and so much more. And new to the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store is Mr. Top's gear to rep your favorite tortoise. Check out the newly added Mr. Top's jerseys and all the other great items at the Behind Your Arc Basketball merchandise store online at Teespring Marketplace. Celtics dominating this game right now. Low percentage for both of these sides. Celtics not shooting the ball well tonight. 38% for each squad. But what has come down to second chance opportunities, and the Celtics have come out, crashed the glass, controlled the rebound margin, and Boston leads on the glass plus 12, 47-35. Wow, there's a huge differential in total shots. 82 total shots by the Celtics, 63 by the Bulls tonight. Yeah, that's where the number is just crazy with a landslide. 19-5 in offensive rebounds. Yeah, that's great, Jeffrey. Yeah, so I get the stuff for Brown, and I see that he's on like sideline reporter, so they got him on a sideline reporter. I've actually never met him before. That's great though. Yeah, he did a lot of great work at Channel 6. But yeah, those guys are great. The guys that work for Brown. So I'm going back there in a couple weeks. I think it's not this Sunday. It's the following Sunday. I'm going back there. Yesterday was, that's the 4th, the 11th, the 18th. Yeah, the 18th I got it's like a midday water polo game that they have. I think it's Brown against Iona that they're playing against. And then they have one, I think a couple weeks later, Brown plays against Virginia Military Institute. So I go there a couple times in the winter. Final 12 minutes left to go. This game has flown by fast tonight. Celtics 5 in the court look like this. Derek White, Jordan Walsh, Anthony Simons, Namias Queta, Hugo Gonzalez. Right now, Jaylen Brown's currently on the bench. Up by 18. Simons keeps on firing. Off the mark, no good on the 3. Rebound secured by Vucevic. That was a pretty solid look. He had drilled a couple of those straightaway top of the key off step backs. That time, though, off the back rim too long. Vucevic backs his way on Queta. Inside the key, left-handed baby hook off the mark, no good. Queta controls the defensive rebound. This is where the pace of play for the Celtics can really benefit. Chicago, number 2 in the NBA in pace of play. Celtics dead last. Just use clock if you're Boston. You're up by 18. Simons takes the 3. Splash. He nails it. Cross-court feed by Derek White with assist. Anthony Simons, 4th made triple the game. Right back with a 3 made straight away by Vucevic. 18-point lead again for the Celtics. Anthony Simons, a bright spot tonight, coming off the bench. Derek White controls tempo. 12 in the timer. Past the first minute of action here in the fourth quarter. White takes the jumper. Straight away, 3 off the mark, no good. Vucevic controls the defensive rebound. Trey Jones bouncing bodies down low. Lost it to the corner out of bounds. And the referees roll it out by Jordan Walsh. So Walsh, the one who deflected the possession out. Chicago will keep the basketball. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well tonight. I really appreciate all for joining in tonight, being a part here on the channel. Inbound here for Chicago. On top with Vucevic. Pops up for the 3. Connects on it. Derek White back out to the wing of the perimeter. Slowing down tempo once again. Jaylen Brown, next whistle, will check back into the game as he heads towards the scorer's table. Simons, job step. 5 at the timer, dribbles up, drives, shovel pass outside. White has to launch with 2. He will. No good off the back rim. Jordan Walsh mistimed his jump. Vucevic there to collect the defensive rebound. Buzella's kick out, corner 3. Kobe White, no good off the mark. On the bounds, last off of Derek White. Yeah, Knicks getting pounded tonight. They haven't been good on the road this year. They're gonna fall to 7-9 in road games. It's gonna be 4 straight losses for the Knicks. Their defense has fallen off a cliff. Looks like because Brunson's been playing. A runner here as they were outside to the perimeter. It is gonna be good on the 3 by Simons. 91-73. Trey Jones drives on Gonzalez inside, sneaks around, goes backdoor, scores the layup. Yeah, this is going to be the 4th loss now for the Knicks. They gave a 134 on New Year's Eve, the 134-132 loss against San Antonio. Brown at the corner, had it stripped and fouled. It's charged to Kobe White in a reach and foul. Then lost against Atlanta to open up the new year. On Saturday, they gave up 130 and the 130-119 loss against Philadelphia. And tonight, just seems like their offense just hasn't been able to click. 82 points with 4.5 minutes left to go against the Pistons. No good by White. Around and out. It goes right back over to Chicago. Out to the corner here with Kobe White. No good off the back rim, and he gets fouled. So, I'll stop the clock. It's going to be on the 3-point shot here as the clock will stop with 8:53 remaining. We got a green. We're going to go with a green light special. Yeah, Celtics going to challenge this Derek White shooting foul, closing out on Kobe White from the corner for 3. So Joe Mazzulla's going to challenge this 3-point shot foul. So once again, we will head right over to another timeout. This stream is sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a digital platform that allows access to premium subscriptions at a reduced cost. Use my promo code EJPMU for discounts to premium subscriptions on the GamesGo site. Scan the QR code to head over to GamesGo, or click the link posted in the description of this video. GamesGo offers share premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost for websites such as ChatGPT+, NordVPN, Canva Pro, Filmora, Midjourney, Duolingo, Crunchyroll, Grok, and many other AI services. So check out GamesGo, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 7 years. All right, so that Knicks-Pistons game right now, that's a blowout, 111-84. Raptors up against the Hawks, 79-67, 2:15 in the third left to go there. Raptors behind the Celtics currently. Rockets trailing at the half against the Suns. Suns looking good recently, 60-54. Phoenix up by 6. They've been a surprise this season, 21-14. Houston's been dominant at home, 10-2. That's a statement start for Phoenix to go up and lead at halftime. How about this one tonight? Hornets by 17 up against the Thunder, 67-50 at the half. And then Celtics will take on the Nuggets on Wednesday. Right now it's Denver at around mid stage of the second quarter, 41-39. Denver leads Philadelphia. Yeah, this has just not been a good game by Chicago tonight. Buzelis, 16 points. Dosunmu with 11. Everybody else single digits. Just, there's not really, like, any sense of urgency. Like, not much physicality, not much hustle displayed by the Bulls in this game. It's the Celtics leading the rebounds 48-39. It seems like it should be a lot more than that 9 rebound advantage currently. The offensive rebounds are 19-5 in favor of Boston. So 16-point game right now, under 9 left to go in the fourth quarter as we get back to action. Derek White on the floor with Simons, Garza, Brown's back into the game, and Hauser. Simons comes off the Garza screen, launches a 3, a swoosh. And for these Simons, getting in the groove right now for him, a fourth made 3 to game. Bounce pass off to the trailer, downhill to the cup, soaring up, dunking it with a right-handed flush plus the foul. And one coming up, it'll be Buzelis with a major slam here off the assist by Vucevic and got clipped to the back end by Derek White. You're going to get down to White or Brown. White was flying by. Brown got him from the backside. $17-point game right now. Celtics back with the basketball. White, bounce pass off to Simons. Cross court finds White, TD Garden logo. Off to Garza with 6 on the timer. Hand off Simons, launches from deep. No good off the back rim. Garza with a follow through. He scores up and then off the glass. Nobody could box out Luka Garza. And off the bench tonight, he has got himself up to now 8 points for Luka. Celtics as a team at 26 total bench points. So we are down to under 8 minutes left to go. Buzelis fires it down low. Vucevic, left-hand hook shot, left off the rim short. Derek White there to collect the defensive rebound. Push pass off to the corner from White to Brown. Bounce pass on top. White launches the 3 straight away off the rim short to rebound back to Vucevic. And Trey Jones drives right on Derek White and scores the right-hand layup. Yeah, Pistons smashing the Knicks tonight in that game. White, right baseline dribble to the cup, up and in off the glass. Right past Vucevic for 2. Double figures now finally for Jaylen Brown with 11. So we're down to 7 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Buzelis powers his way in there over Hauser. Able to float up the hook and score. Yeah, Celtics just keep on sustaining this margin. Up by 17 currently. Simons switched guarded around the perimeter by Vucevic. Step back 3 in the air. Straight away. Simons drills another triple. 101-81. Anthony Simons off the bench. Yeah, he's made 7. My correction on that. That's now 7 from the perimeter. He's got 24 currently in 21 minutes. Buzelis off the jab step. Inside the key, bobbled. Loose ball here. Goes right over to Dosunmu at the top. Bounce pass. Buzelis down low. Double clutch. Powers his way in there. Up and in off the glass. Scores it. Plus a free throw coming up. It's a charge to Hauser. Yeah, I heard that Brady is choosing Matt Stafford as the MVP over Drake May. Simons fires it off right corner. Jaylen Brown at the right wing perimeter. So he drives on the Cora, rises for the jumper, the right elbow, skidded off the side of the rim out of bounds, went off the backside of Vucevic and out. It's going to say Celtics ball here. 6 in the timer, 6:02 left to go on the game clock. Just dominant right from the start here by Boston. Chicago came out breaking shot after shot after shot. Celtics led 31-14 at the end of the first quarter. Just zero balance for the Bulls, especially in that first half. Went into halftime. I think they only attempted like 13 twos going into the opening half. Offensive foul and illegal screen set there by the Celtics. Check that's on. It's going to be on Simons off the turnover. Yeah, Simons turned it over. He was out of bounds in the corner. So turnover charge to Simons. Bounce pass. Vucevic runner drills it. Couple buckets recently for Vucevic inside the key, working his way up to 10 now. 4 for 12 from the floor. Got a double-double now, 14 rebounds. Simons, skip pass. Brown, a rise and fire on the 3. Swash. Jaylen Brown buries it from downtown. 5.5 left to go now. Dosunmu from the outside. Off the mark, no good. Tipped around off the glass. So it went off a Pritchard last. Be Chicago possession. Yeah, that's one that he'll be able to carry into Wednesday night. Jaylen Brown finally. Nice stroke right there from the perimeter. That's his first made 3 tonight. 6-shot attempt. Only 6 for 23 today. Only 1 for 6 from 3. But using a building block towards Wednesday night in a big game going up against the Nuggets. Dosunmu is able to score up and in off the glass. 16-point game. Jaylen Brown. 5 minutes left to go. Approaching the mark. A jumper no good off the mark. Tipped up to Dosunmu for the defensive rebound. Entry pass lob to Dosunmu. Vucevic outside of Coro. Tees up an open 3 off the back rim. No good. It's just been that type of night. Offensive rebound putback. Celtics did not bother to play defense there. Didn't even bother to box out as Vucevic got an easy putback layup. 14-point game. A little bit closer than what it's been throughout the course of this game. Pritchard slides it on top off the White. Dribbles up inside the key. White, runner, mid-range. Bounced off the rim. Kobe White secures the defensive rebound. So tough miss right there for Derek White. Under 4:20 left to go now. Kick out to the corner with a 3 by Buzelis. Connects in a triple. Assisted by Vucevic. Getting interesting here. Timeout on the floor with 4:14 left to go. Joe Mazzulla trying to get his team back in order. Chicago making this game a little bit interesting. A couple lazy possessions for the Celtics recently as we head over to another timeout. This stream is sponsored by GamesGo. GamesGo is a digital platform that allows access to premium subscriptions at a reduced cost. Use my promo code EJPMU for discounts to premium subscriptions on the GamesGo site. Scan the QR code to head over to GamesGo, or click the link posted in the description of this video. GamesGo offers share premium subscriptions for a lower monthly cost for websites such as ChatGPT+, NordVPN, Canva Pro, Filmora, Midjourney, Duolingo, Crunchyroll, Grok, and many other AI services. So check out GamesGo, providing high-quality, affordable streaming for over 7 years. Yeah, this game's starting to get close now. 11-point game, 4:14 left to go. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Oh, that game went final. That's why. Quick update on the final score here between Pistons Knicks. Yeah, once it goes final, that score disappears. Where it went to 121-90. Pistons win against the Knicks. Celtics, if they can hold this here, Celtics would jump up to the number 2 spot in the East, surpass the Knicks. Knicks drop to 23-13. Celtics 22-12 currently. Looking for win number 23 this season. Yeah, I can't choke this one wide open right now. If you're Boston, you've come out, controlled this entire game right from the start. Chicago did lead briefly, like very early in the game. They were up by 3. Hasn't been a pretty game. Celtics shooting just 39% against a bottom tier defense that ranks 26th in total defense. So it just hasn't been pretty tonight. Peyton Pritchard, big time for him in that third quarter. Really got his team going. Gave the Celtics all the momentum. 21 points for Pritchard tonight. 4 made threes. Recently it's been Simons. Simons been going off in the perimeter. 7 made threes, 24 points. Yeah, number 1 and number 2 guys haven't really done much tonight. Jaylen Brown with 14. He's missed 18 shots from the floor, 6 for 24. Derek White's missed 10. He's 2 for 12. Now it's time to shut the door if you're the Celtics. Queta on the floor with Pritchard, White, Brown, and Simons. Pritchard with possession. Defended at the right wing, slides it off on top into the hands to Queta. Handoff, Simons, outside left wing, White. Bumped into by Kobe White, who reaches in, picks up the foul. That's now the second as a team this quarter for Chicago. That's going to hurt right there. Derek White took a knee to knee. And Derek White a little bit gimpy here getting up. Tough soldier, going to walk it off. Inbound for Boston, near side front court. Back into the hands to Pritchard. 8 on the timer. Peyton Pritchard at the top. Takes on Vucevic here to mismatch. Fires a bullet down low off to Queta. Soars up and he dunks it. Punches it home with a right-handed flush. Nice bullet pass right there by Peyton Pritchard with an assist. Double-double by Queta tonight. He has 10 points, 12 rebounds. Straightaway 3 by Vucevic. Drilling the triple. This game's really starting to get interesting right now. 10-point game, under 3.5 left to go. Peyton Pritchard looking to make another impact possession right here towards his right. Swings it across the floor. Simons push pass. 3 at the wing. And Derek White, kaboom! Sizzles the triple. Big time shot there by Clutch. Fourth quarter, D. White. 13-point lead, blocked inside the paint. Great defense by Simons, going in the direction here for the Celtics. Derek White slows down tempo under 3 minutes left to go. At the top for White, uses the screen set by Simons, off the mark, no good, and his 3 tipped around. Out of the packets to Sumu, who collects the long rebound. To Sumu, goes in for the layup right past White. 11-point game right now. Approaching the 2.5-minute mark left to go in the fourth quarter. Celtics looking for an exclamation point to close it. And away from the basketball here, Celtics pick up an offensive foul. Jaylen Brown. Offensive foul. Ramming Buzelis right over. Pushing into Buzelis well away from the basketball. Out of the play. Poor turnover right there. Charged to Jaylen Brown. Back it goes to Chicago. Kobe White sends it off to the wing. Dosunmu well off on the three as he missed it. Celtics now slow it down. Derek White. Off the Keita screen. Towards his left around the perimeter. Brings along the double team. Gets the way off the Pritchard. Drives with 2 minutes left to go. Inside the paint. Outside to a Derek White. Long range three off the rim. Short to rebound. Secure by Dosunmu. Gritty battle we got here, Carly. Corner three by Okoro. Bricked off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Keita. Celtics will use some more time once again. Up by 11 with possession. Pritchard crosses the timeline. Down to the final 90 seconds left to go in regulation. Keita soars up. Got it a drop with a right-hand layup. And the free throw coming up at the line. Powerful move there to the cup. Jaylen Brown off the bounce pass, finding Keita rolling down to the hoop. Soaring up over the top off a mismatch, working on Dosunmu with a right-hand layup plus the and one. Tonight, Brown stuck at 14. Yeah, he's not going to get 20 tonight. This game out of reach, Carly. 14-point game. Down to 1:25 left to go. And Chicago here will burn a timeout. Kind of an odd place to take a timeout. Your team's down by 14, 1:23 left. We'll see if there's substitutions coming up. If they do wave the white flag and throw it in the towel. 112.98 as we go to another quick timeout. Welcome in. We got Travis from Jamaica. Thanks for joining in. If you're new to the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Just have to update this too, so this will go through. And now it's updated. Anthony Simons went off here in the second half. 24 points in 26 minutes. 7 made threes tonight for Simons. 21 by Pritchard. 4 made threes tonight by Pritchard. Jaylen Brown had a tough game tonight, but other guys like Simons and Pritchard really stepped up. Keita, he stepped up as well. 13 points. 13 rebounds. Big time tonight by Keita in 23 minutes. 10 points by Derek White. Only 1 for 10 from 3. Your top two guys struggled in this game, and despite that, Celtics found a way to win this game. Wasn't the prettiest, but you'll take a win when you can take a win. .123 left to go in action. Chicago gets the inbounds, and they have put their reserves on the floor. Javon Carter alongside Lachlan Ulbrich. Carter dribbles baseline out to the wing of the perimeter. Number 7, Dalen Terry, rise and fire on a 3, and he splashes it. 112-101. Celtics came into this game an 11.5-point favor. Very close to that spread, Carly. Pritchard still on the floor right now alongside Walsh, Keita, Simons, and White. Jaylen Brown on the bench, remaining part of this game. Anthony Simons lets it rain for the perimeter. Trifecta for 3 more. 8th made 3 of the game. He's got 27 right now for Anthony Simons. Tony, thanks so much for joining in. Appreciate it, bud. Spin cycle. Patrick Williams stripped, turns it over. Jordan Walsh collects the steal. Wasn't the prettiest out of games today, but with this win tonight, the Boston Celtics started the season at the bottom. Mid-November, they were in 11th place in the Eastern Conference. Now tonight, they have surpassed the New York Knicks and jumped up above the Knicks in the Eastern Conference standings. Celtics will improve to a record of 23-12 overall. And now they are chasing down the Detroit Pistons. 3 games behind Detroit. Detroit, the best team in the East. Celtics at 23-12. The Pistons at 27-9. And the Knicks with a loss against the Pistons today dropped to 23-13 this season. And the Celtics, they are flaming red hot and surging. Back at home, a 14-point victory for Boston tonight. 115-101 the final score. Anthony Simons off the bench. Big time tonight. 8 made threes. 27 points in 27 minutes. Leads his team to victory. Peyton Pritchard, 21 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. 4 made threes by Pritchard. Jaylen Brown finished with just 14. Derek White finished with just 10. Both of those guys combined for just 2 for 16 from the perimeter. Akeda, double-double, 13 points, 13 rebounds. Either way, top 2 players had a struggling game. Defense showed up. Other players stepped up. And the Celtics, once again, they come away with a victory. Celtics just keep on rolling. Boston back against Denver on Wednesday. I believe I'll be live for that one as well. Hopefully, feel free to join in if you guys would like for that one. My schedule gets really busy. I think it's the last week of January. I got like a bunch of games that week working for the colleges. So I probably won't be live from the 24th to like the 31st. Like the last week of January. I get a game like every day almost during that week. I don't have anything this week until doubleheader on Saturday for me. But yeah, great win tonight for the Celtics. Wasn't the prettiest of wins, but they wanted it more. They hustled, collecting rebounds. Big difference in this game was offensive rebounds, 20-6. The second chance points was a landslide for the Celtics. They had above 25 second chance points in this game. And, man, just controlling the glass. You could see that they were hungry, coming up with multiple offensive rebounds. And 20 offensive rebounds, that's huge. They went into halftime. They had 14 boards going into half in this game. If you enjoyed the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate all for joining in, being a part here on the channel. And we will close out to the channel members for this one. All channel members get a shout out each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, John, Michael Bradley, Lonely Satellite Warren, the Naja Player, Norma, Kelly, Ogie, Russell, Rye Dog, I Am Ghost, Ian, Joe, Edith, and Owl on the Prowl. Thanks for joining in tonight. Celtics win 4 straight games in a row. They win against Chicago 115-101. Celtics back at home picking up the W. And Boston jumps up to number 2 in the Eastern Conference standings. Thanks all for joining in tonight. Have a nice night, nice Monday night, everybody. And enjoy the rest of your night here, folks.